Yo, people, welcome back to Off the Cuff. I'm your host Joey Wobbs. That's Goonie. This is just like a nice thing now that me and Goonie get to do this all the time because, back in the day, I was just in his chat as his admin. Like, for a minute, I was like the admin for his chat. So, like, now that we're doing this, we get to do this all the time. We're doing this for a second time. Probably gonna do this all the time, knowing him and my schedule. It probably works out around this time a lot of the time, anyways. So, yeah, we'll keep on speaking on Chelsea. We'll speak on a couple other things. This is kind of a show for us to just kind of get what we want off of our chest. By the way, um, just so I can get this off my chest. Jalen fucking Brunson. That's what I got to get off my chest. All day, Goonie, all day, I swear to you. By the way, you're on mute. All day. I probably watched that game winning shot probably 500 times. I swear to you. The way he crossed man over, bro. The way he crossed man over, I, you should, it was like when DDA hit the header way I acted, bro. Like
Oh,
when
it's like
DDA hit
that.
the header, I acted reckless yesterday, bro. I was acting reckless. Like I'm glad my windows were closed in my house because my neighbors would have thought I was an insane man the way that I was speaking. Like, did did you get to watch at least get to watch the replay of the shot from last night?
I'm not gonna lie. I still ain't recovered from the playoffs, fam. So
It's
I haven't.
playoffs now, but fam, it's playoffs now. We back in
Nah,
it.
but you remember the last time when I was
Uh,
messaging you and I was getting like
Last
emotionally
year,
invested
bro.
in that. Yeah, bro, that shit hurt me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know if I can do it again, but I might have to. I might have to get
You
involved.
don't get invested now. Our team's not good enough to get invested into.
Oh,
It's not good enough. Boston's just better this year. We're gonna play Boston next round, and Boston's just better, bro. They're just better. They're just they got the most the well put together team outside of probably Oklahoma City and all of the NBA. Like it's just they overpaid on the team, right? Like they overpaid big time on the team. So like next
okay.
year they won't be able to have that team together, and everybody in the NBA knows it. So it's like their last like window to get another championship. But yeah, but Jalen, bro, at, just being a Knicks fan, you gotta love just the way Jalen Brunson approaches life and approaches everything, bro. He's just such a humble character, and he's just when he goes out there, all of Detroit yesterday was screaming, "Fuck Jalen Brunson," just over and over and over again. And he just was cold. He put 40 down. He had 40 last night and the game winner, crossed over their best defender one on one. It's just three for the win, bro. Like after the show, just go on Twitter and just type in Jalen Brunson. It's gonna be the first thing that comes up. I promise you.
Yeah, well, I'll check it out.
Anyways, on to football. Yesterday we got the dub as we should have. Um, no big complaints there. I'm just kind of happy we got we got the debutant and some of the young kids got to play. That's really all the report from yesterday. Um, but my man, I have like a little I have a I have a little little tool here that me and Lewis did yesterday. Okay, and it's basically like a predictometer where we will shit. I think I got rid of it. I will have to find it again. But basically, where we can predict the way that the rest of the season goes.
Mm-hmm.
And me and you, I wanted to do that with you today. I thought it would be a good exercise for us to kind of go through and see how we could get top five.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Uh, but how about outside of that, bro? I mean, we spent about a week or so. How you been? What's new, my G?
Nothing new, man. Same old. You already know, man. Gym, work, and taking care of the family. That's it. That's all there is to life. You already know, fam.
Kids good?
They're all good. They're all
They
good.
still balling. I know last time you were pretty proud about what your son was doing.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They're still doing there. He's still doing his thing.
Good.
So yeah, long may it continue, bro. I can't lie. I can't lie.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. All right. So first thing first, that we're gonna knock out of the way is today, Man City beat Wolves, so we can knock that out of the way.
Right.
All right. So we'll start with our first game, us against Liverpool. What do you think this weekend's gonna hold for us?
Well, we should be beating Liverpool because they've already won the title, and they should really be playing with a hangover against us.
And
I can't.
Slot came out today and said he's playing a rotated side. So like, I wouldn't expect their midfield at all. I'm gonna be honest.
Where are we playing? Are we playing at the Bridge?
Yeah.
If well, you already know, man.
If we can get 3 points there, bro. If we get 3 points this weekend against Liverpool, bro, I think that top 5 is ours for taking, bro. I really do. I think that this is the game that people are like, oh man.
But why do you say that though?
I'll show you. Let's go through
You're talking about the same team that just got.
Let's go through it. Let's go through it. Okay. I'll show you why I believe what I believe. Okay. So let's just say we get the 3 points at Liverpool. All right. The way that Forest is playing at this current moment, that Palace game away to Palace is extremely tricky for them. Extremely tricky, especially the way that. What?
They're not going to win that.
I know. That's what I'm telling. They're not winning that game. Like I said it on before Thursday. I think I said it to you too on our last show. Forest ain't beating Brentford away, or at home. They not beating Brentford at home. The way that Brentford play away, they not beating Brentford. You know we're in 5th right now, right? Like the way that everything
is that Forest's next game, Brentford?
Mm-mm. They already lost to Brentford on Thursday. So we're in 5th right now. We're in 5th place right now. Okay. So Palace lose. Okay. That's what we're assuming here. Newcastle, by the way, haven't beaten Brighton in 2 years, and Joelinton's out for the season.
Are they away?
They are.
Not gonna lie, that's gonna be a draw still because Brighton.
Okay. All right. Perfect. That's perfect. We keep going. We just keep going. Draw. All right. Aston Villa versus Fulham. Villa haven't been playing well, and Fulham have. I could still see a draw in that game.
Are Villa at home or away?
They're at home.
Who's their next couple games? Who's their 2 games after that? The 3 games after that?
They got Bournemouth, Tottenham, and Manchester United after that. And Bournemouth and Fulham are still fighting for Europa League or Conference League.
I think they draw.
Okay, let's go with the draw. This is why I like this exercise. This exercise is really dope this way because the way that we say we're really pessimistic overall about our football team, but a lot of the times when we look actually put the games in the bag, you'll kind of see how it all plays out. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Newcastle away. Once again, without Joelinton, we'll be at Newcastle with our entire midfield. Inshallah, right?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't think we lose there.
Okay, let's say draw.
I'm still deciding between a win or a draw.
Yeah, and we beat them already this year. I know we beat them at the Bridge.
I mean, we don't have a terrible record. We don't have the worst record against Newcastle.
No, we don't.
Serves me correctly.
And it's only this whole.
I'm going to go with the draw.
It's only the occasion of going to Newcastle.
I'm going to go with the draw.
Okay.
Because look, as far as we know now, our midfield is available. We don't know when we have to
No, I
go over
mean,
there.
100%. I can absolutely give you that. I'm
Yeah.
absolutely right there with you. Okay. So that means this we can already knock as a draw because we're playing against Newcastle. Forest versus Leicester. By the way, obviously that's a derby, right? So it'll be Jamie Vardy's last derby with Leicester. What do you think?
Because Vardy's such a shit house, bro.
That's what I thought too, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, what I'm putting it in a perspective for you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what I thought. Because I think it with Leicester, right? Vardy's such a shit house. He'll come and turn up for that game. It'll be like the only game of the year he'll turn up for.
But they're playing at Forest, though, right?
Yeah, they're playing at Forest, correct?
I'm gonna go with the Forest win because they got to win one of those games that they have
agree.
left, and I think it'll be that one.
I agree. Okay. Very good. Now this, I'm just gonna not even ask you the question.
Yep.
And then Bournemouth versus Villa.
Interesting.
That's away as well.
And Bournemouth.
And once again, Bournemouth isn't on the beach. They're fighting for something still. They're still trying to get that last European spot for a Conference League.
I'll go with Bournemouth.
All right, Manchester United at home.
Fuck.
Yeah. I even predicted a draw for this one. As bad as Manchester United is, I even predicted a draw.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah. That's just a bogey team for us for some reason. Forest versus West Ham. Away.
Actually, you know what? No. You know what? I think we win. Go back to that. I think we beat Man United. Yeah.
Okay. Then West Ham versus Forest versus West Ham.
We'll go Forest.
All right, City versus Bournemouth.
So City are at home for that.
Mm-hmm.
Draw.
Newcastle versus Arsenal. And would be an Arsenal, by the way, and we're assuming they lose that Champions League, their Champions League game.
Draw.
Tottenham versus Villa.
Villa win.
Okay. Forest versus that fourth game at the end of the season.
We're winning that.
I 100% agree with you, by the way. Fulham versus City.
Fulham.
Everton versus Newcastle.
Newcastle.
And then Manchester United versus Villa.
United.
We would end in third in your scenario.
Really?
You see how that works? That's how close it all is, though.
Because I've predicted 3 out of 4.
Close it all is.
I put 3 out of 4 wins.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's make it a switch, right? Yeah. Let's say we draw to United like we always do. We're still top 5.
But where are we, though? We're 5th.
On goal difference. Only on goal difference, by the way.
Wow.
Only on goal difference.
Yeah, we can't risk all that.
It depends, too, because if you look at the way that you set up Newcastle, right, that's 3 draws and 1 win. We have 2 wins, and they're only 2. The goal difference is only 2 right now between us.
You just need to get.
2 wins.
We need to. Well, I
2
see.
wins and 2 draws, or 3 wins and a loss will get us in.
I say 3 wins and whatever happens, draw or loss.
Agreed. And to be honest, if you went and just did this, because I think it's going to be this, in my opinion. I think we win these 2 games, the 2 games that are like the 6-pointers.
Yeah.
Right? So that turns that into that.
So you reckon we draw with Liverpool?
Yeah. I think, honestly, I've been leaning more towards win more and more the way that Slot's been talking. Like, the way that Slot's been talking, I'm leaning more and more towards win.
If we don't beat them, we don't deserve top 4.
Well, we don't beat them.
Or 5.
We might not get top 4. We'll be in 5th.
top 5, I mean. You know what I mean?
5th is still Champions League in the end. As fuckery as it sounds.
At this, for me, at this point, it's more to do with opening up the budget a bit more in the summer. That's why I say
100%, bro. No doubt about it. That's the main reason, is to be able to open up the checkbook. Like, that's the main reason. Like, 4th, 5th, 3rd, I don't give a fuck as long as you guys get it, in my opinion. Okay? Like, just make it happen. Okay? You should. The thing is, here's my thing, right? Liverpool, the way that Liverpool are going to play against us with the team that they're going to put out, we should fucking be dominating that midfield. Like, absolutely dominating the midfield. Because they're not going to have anybody. It won't. I'm assuming McAllister and Gravenberch aren't playing at all. That's what I'm assuming. Because the way he made it sound, it was going to be Endo, Curtis Jones, and fucking Harvey Elliott. That's what he made it sound. That's what everybody that are Liverpool fans. I was on Lewis's channel today, like Hussam and all those guys. That's how they made it sound too. Rams, they all made it sound like they ain't gonna be out there. They ain't gonna be out there for much.
Yeah.
So I bet you it's the second team with Van Dijk and what's it called? It's all. That's what my assumption.
There'll be a couple seniors in the lineup. 100%.
The second team with Van Dijk and Salah is my assumption, with like Diaz up top, because I just learned today that if they play one more game, if they play Nunez for one more game, they have to pay another $5 million for him.
Oh, so he's not playing.
He's not playing the fucking game, so it'll be Diaz. Yeah, I know, Mo. I know, but the Brighton team that beat us is because we didn't have nobody up top. We didn't have nobody up top. We beat that Brighton team earlier in the year, Mo. So like, I just think that this team has the capability of at least going on this run of no losses in the next 4 games. Like, I really do. You just got to get 2 wins in there. That's really what it comes down to. If you can draw 2, win 2, we'll be fine.
We need to go win this weekend, Sunday.
We get a win this weekend, bro. Like, I'm being serious. We get a win this weekend. I believe we're probably closer to like the 70%.
Personally, I still have my doubts about this team, because you're talking about this.
Why wouldn't you?
Bro, didn't we just, how many points did we take off Ipswich this season?
Fucking 1.
And we only played Ipswich, recently?
Twice.
I'm just saying, no, we just played them recently.
Yeah, we played them twice. We drew this first time, and we lost the second. We lost the first time, drew the second time.
Embarrassment. So this is what I'm saying. Like, when things like this have happened so soon as well, it's like, how am I gonna trust them to get it over the line, to do what needs to be done? Because it wouldn't surprise me if they beat Liverpool, but then it wouldn't surprise me if we didn't beat, well, there's not a good example in the last 4
games. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not a good example.
But let's say for example,
these are all tough games, really.
but let's say, for example, if it was like a Southampton, I couldn't say with chest, yeah, we're gonna beat them because you know what I mean.
Mhm.
I've seen them bottle it before, so it's up to them to show me, innit? Obviously, you see through my prediction, like as much as I cuss and I don't really rate these players, I'm still very optimistic for us to do
Yeah,
well, and a lot of that is just also through just like I want my boys to do well, man. You know what I'm
no,
saying? I want my
100%.
club to do well. So yeah.
No, hundred
So yeah,
percent. I
that's
get
the
it.
important thing for me, man. UCL, just get that UCL, not because I think we're gonna win the competition, but hopefully it will open up the book so we can sign a lot more quality players and more senior players as opposed to young up and coming, potentials and so on and so forth.
By the way, just so you guys know, if we lose, it's not technically all over. Like if we lose one game, it's not technically over. I'm putting it on the screen right now, but like yeah, it's not technically over. It just makes it much harder for us, and we have to expect some things to happen. Whereas right now, all we have to do is match Forest the results and beat Forest at the end of the season, and we get it. It's that simple in the end. As long as
Yeah.
we match Forest's results and we beat them at the end of the season, we get it. Link, shut up, bro. That's my that's my co-host from my other show. That's the only reason why he's doing that. But yeah, shut up. Not fucking finishing 8. But yeah, I mean, it's not. I just think that this whole thing in the end, it's like, it's like, what are we like? I don't. I just don't want. The one thing I'm seeing though is the one thing that I'm starting to see is that Nico Jackson is an extremely streaky scorer. Okay. He's not one that's going to be a consistent scorer throughout the entire season. And him seeing the ball get into the back of the net makes me believe that he's going to get a couple more by the end of the year. Like, that's just the way I see it. Like, bro, for as much as we shit on this guy, right? Me and you, Goonie, okay? For as much as we shit on this guy, the 2 out of the 3 goals that he scored in the last 2 days, in the last 2 games, and I know one was against Djurgården, but ball striking is ball striking, in my opinion. It doesn't matter who's in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like 2 strikes, I gotta give him credit for, because they were the Everton strike, which is a very good strike, and then the second goal yesterday, which
Yeah.
was a fantastic strike that he had. Like to me, I got to give him his credit. Like he did what I would ask for him to do in this sense, is be able to hit the ball in scenarios in tight quarters and be able to hit the ball from outside the box. Not to say that doesn't give you the it doesn't change my mind on how I feel about you, but yes, Nico, well done. Keep doing it. Like and I watch these other teams that are around us and the teams that we're playing, and I'm going to include Liverpool in this. I'm not that impressed. And especially the way Liverpool is going to be, and I'm only including Liverpool in this because the title's done. I'm not that impressed of any of these teams, including Newcastle. I'm not that impressed from Newcastle. And without the physicality of Joe Linton, it's going to hinder what Bruno can do in the box. They're going to have to play him deeper. So like for me, I'm just I just need a healthy Lavia for the rest of the year. Okay.
Oh, and
4
also,
more
also
games
as
of
well.
Lavia. I need 4 games of Lavia. I don't want you in the final. I don't care about you in the conference final. I need 4 fucking games of Lavia. 4. Okay. If I get 4 games of Lavia, I'm achieving my goals. That's how I feel. If I can get 4 more games of Lavia this season, I'm achieving my goals. And it's that simple to me.
I think he does improve us massively when he's in the team. So it wouldn't hurt to have him. I mean, as far as Jackson, the ship sailed with me with him. Yeah, go ahead and get your goals, but please just don't be at the club next season. Just don't.
Agreed. I mean, we need that. Thank you, Jardel. Thank you. Big up, fellas. Give me that jerk, that Jackson Purple patch as a farewell gift.
Absolutely.
Perfect way of putting it.
Let me say big up to the chat as well, man. Big up
big
everyone
up
in
to the chat.
chat.
I know Goonie can't see you guys because he's on his phone.
On my phone.
That's always the issue. But yeah.
Thank you.
Big up to the chat. We appreciate you guys. Figure we do this one live. Last time we did a pre-recording, but this figure we doing these ones live. They're a little bit more fun live, anyways. Yeah, like for me, this whole thing really just comes down to, can Nico Jackson keep his form in place? And do we have Lavia for the rest of the season? If those
can Cole Palmer step up?
I don't even think Cole matters. That's how different. As much as I believe, I want Cole to be successful. Like, the team is not built around Cole being successful.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that it would help if he.
If Cole started scoring, then it's over.
That's what I'm saying. So
it's over if Cole starts scoring.
And I reckon I think he gets a goal against Liverpool. I won't lie. I think he gets a goal this weekend.
That would be.
It would be good for his confidence. Absolutely.
It would be perfect for everybody in this club if Cole Palmer scored a goal this weekend. Perfect for everybody in this club. That's a Sunday game, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It is, yeah.
Absolutely not, Mo. Absolutely not. That's bare minimum. I've been saying that all year. For me, it's more, I have to just keep with my fandom, right? Like, I'm going to support my team to accomplish the goals that I had set for them. And that's it. Like, that's plain and simple. I'm going to support them, and I hope you overachieve those goals. Like, that's literally literally how I approach every single season. Is I'm going to support you as long as this manager doesn't fuck around, or a manager doesn't fuck around with the players and playing them in different positions that they shouldn't be playing in and shit like that. I'm going to support you.
Yeah.
I'm going to support you. But I think that this big game, this weekend, if we can get the dub, it would be ginormous for the rest of the season. So big for the rest of the season. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Newcastle will even get a draw this weekend. I'm going to be honest. I really don't believe they even get a draw.
I said Newcastle, Who are they playing this weekend again?
Brighton.
Woof.
Brighton away, and they haven't won a game against Brighton in 2 years, and now they're without their midfield. They're the midfielder that creates the most physicality for them.
67. So we're on equal same points with Newcastle. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, this is a bunch of scenarios. This is if we lose to Liverpool.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
I was just playing around. I've been playing around with it, yeah. But yours was this one, which would have had us in third if we won.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's also barring if Manchester City lose the Fulham at the end of the year. I think that they probably win this, and then they would be 1 point ahead of us.
Yeah.
That's probably a more likely scenario if we did win 3 games. If we beat Liverpool, beat United or Newcastle, drew to United, and beat Forest, we would end up in 4th. So yeah, that's why I said before we all did this in the beginning, if we beat Liverpool, bro, I really believe it's all in our own hands. I mean, realistically, all you have to do is win let's just do this, right? Even with a loss to United in that, you win the other 2 games, the Newcastle and the Forest game, you're in. It's like this Liverpool game could be make or break for us if we win it. We could literally cement ourselves, really cement ourselves. Because look at the other results. They got Palace this week. and they got Brighton this week. And they're only 2 points ahead of us, and that we're tied with them. We could go instantly 3 points ahead of them because I don't think that they'll beat Palace. Instantly go 3 points ahead of Forest. Instantly after this weekend, if we beat Liverpool, because I'm gonna put money on it that they don't beat Forest. I'll put money on that.
That they don't beat Palace.
Or Palace. Yeah, they don't beat Palace.
Yeah.
So it's all in our hands in the end. Like if we win against Liverpool, it's all in our hands because I think we're gonna get results this weekend in our benefit. But can we capitalize in the end?
That's my thing.
Yeah, can we capitalize?
Let's see if there's any kind of mental fortitude in this team.
Yeah,
till the end of the season.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm not the biggest Nani Madueke fan, but I don't know if you got to see the. I don't know if you got to see the what's it called, the Everton game, but he was actually really good on the left, a position that he only has really played for England, like the U21 England team. Like he only played on the left for the U21 England team, and he was always pretty good because I think it was Palmer playing on the right, him playing on the left at that time for the U21 England team. But what did you think about his game? To me, he had one of the best games on our team, in my opinion. He should have probably scored if it wasn't for Pickford being really good, actually getting down.
Yeah, he was one of the better players in the team. You know what I mean? But again, like I can't help but feel a little similar to Jackson. It's just like, for me, the ship is sailed with the player. Both of those players. Another reason why I want them to have a good end to the season is because it's good for their transfer value.
Mm-hmm.
The better you play, the better your transfer value is. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it. I just don't think either players are good enough to be at the club because I was just scrolling on Twitter. I think it was yesterday, and I saw someone saying people who want Madueke are sold are crazy. He's the best winger at the club. And I was like, well, even if that statement is true, let's say hypothetically I agree with it. What does it say about the state of Chelsea Football Club that he's the
Yeah.
best winger at the club? So that's the context that I put it in.
Nah, I hear it, man. I hear it.
But as of now, I'll say this: as of now, these last several games of the season, yeah, I think he needs to be involved in the team because, like I said, he's one of the more quote unquote potent attacking threats that's available out wide in comparison in relation to what we've got.
I wouldn't put him over Neto, no matter how much you could tell me. And I think Neto's gonna have like a really good season next year.
Maybe. Well, I think what would help him is if we got a good striker.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because he has like the delivery in the box is actually a lot more like it is treated like he's freaking Mudryk, bro, and it's definitely not. It's just the lack of positioning from our striker most of the time.
His crossing has not really been one of my main concerns about him. I've always said he's got a good cross on him, but it's just.
I mean, he has more goals than he's ever had.
And how many goals? How many goals is that?
I think 5.
You see, those are not numbers.
Yeah, I know, but if you had a striker, I think he would have close to 10 assists.
Possibly. That's up to Chelsea to address that. Let's see what happens. Because to me, it don't look like we're getting the lap.
I think it's inevitable that we get the lap. Why do you say that? Why do you say that you don't think we're going to get the lap?
Newcastle, Man United are ahead of us.
I read Newcastle's pulled out of that race.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I can understand United because United, he would have like the free run at the position. It's kind of the same reason I have a feeling that Huijsen will end up with us because Hoyson will have a free run at the right sided position because I do think that we'll be selling 3 or 4 center backs.
we've got a very good relationship with his agent as well. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but I think United is probably our biggest concern for that deal because once again, like if they win that Europa League, bro, I could imagine them ending up.
There's not just them. Liverpool also have him as on their list of options as well. Like there's several teams that
I'm gonna
like
tell
him.
you something. They're gonna end up with Sesko.
Who, Liverpool?
Yeah,
No, that depends.
that's because I think that because Klopp is the director of of Red Bull right now.
That very much depends.
Well, it depends if they can sell Nunez. That's what it is.
It also depends on what happens with Osimhen. Because if we don't get Osimhen, then I think that's who we'll end up going for.
Who?
Because I honestly don't
Sesko?
think, because I don't think we get the lap. Osimhen, I'm skeptical we're gonna get. So that's gonna leave us between Ekatike, Sesko, and I think it's Muniz or some the guy from Fulham.
Yeah, Muniz.
We've been looking at Sesko the longest, and we've liked him for the longest. So for me, I could
Actually, that's wrong. I'm pretty sure Arsenal's been looking at him longer than us.
Who, Sesko?
Mm-hmm.
But they're not looking at him now.
No, because the new
They haven't been for that. But I'm not including them because they ain't looked at him for a while.
No, actually, they've been linked with him recently too. He's been in the links with Gyökeres.
They're going for Sesko, and they're not Sesko. Sorry, they're going for Gyökeres. Remember, they changed their director of football as well very recently. So them targets that you hear from several months ago, you might as well throw them in the bin.
No, I hear it. I mean, most of these fucking links are fucking Football Manager links, anyways.
Yeah.
It's like most of these guys, like bro, like I'm sorry. Today we got linked to Jarell Hato for like a left back, center back kind of position.
Yeah, we're gonna get him.
Why though? He's so bad defending 1-on-1.
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know enough about him, to be honest. I hear
bad defending 1-on-1. He's gonna play left back and he's bad defending 1-on-1. Like
I hear some people say he's got awesome potential. I hear some people say
he's like Timber.
I've got
right?
no idea.
He's like Timber. He's like left-footed Timber.
Timber's not a bad player though.
He's not a bad player.
I don't think Timber's a bad player.
No, I didn't say that Hato. I didn't say that Hato was a bad player.
Oh, okay. But you're saying he's a defender that you're telling me he's a defender that can't defend.
That's not good 1-on-1.
But then
and that's Cucurella's weakness. If there's one weakness to Cucurella's game, it's 1-on-1.
It is big time.
That's
the story but that for me, this is
why
he's gotten
much better though. He's gotten a lot better.
But this is why I don't rate Cucurella as much as most people do. But that's a story for another day.
Oh, me and you can argue for days about that. I will not let down my Cucurella agenda. In my opinion, I believe he is the highest quality left back that's in the Premier League at this current moment. Higher than Kirkes, higher than Anthony Robinson. And Robinson's my boy. I've been watching Robinson since he was a tyke.
I'm not gonna lie, I would rather Nuno Mendes over this guy. And I've got records saying this for a very long time.
Mendes but there's one fullback. That's one fullback in all of Europe. I'm now taking Theo Hernandez over him.
I don't know. His injury record ain't great either.
Yeah, I'm not taking Kirkes over him. I'm not taking
Kirkes will be better than him in a few seasons. And the thing is here's another thing as well I need you to take into perspective is I am not a fan of inverting fullbacks. I know I've got to make peace with the fact that that's what we're going to play. And obviously that's what's best suited for the system, quote unquote. I just prefer the old school overlapping fullbacks.
How about it doesn't necessarily have to be best suited for the system. It's best suited for Cucurella. We see it in Europe. It's not like
it works in his favor. But that's because But then he used to play CDM when he was in the Masters.
He could play anywhere, bro. That's why I think he's the best. he can play as the center back, the left-sided center back. He could play as a left back, as like a fullback, as like a actual old school fullback. He could play as a wing back because his delivery is good enough to be as a wing back. He could play as the inverted fullback. You could play him in any way, shape, or form, but he's best inverted because he used to play midfield, like you said.
Yeah.
But that he's fantastic in every way, shape, or form. Like,
yeah, it comes down. I don't know. For me, it comes down to preference.
Yeah,
But,
no, I understand it, and I to me though, I also think it's a little bit of person, like you said, preference, but I think it's also it's my position.
Mm-hmm.
Like I played this position, right? Like this is the position that I took on. I like to defend people. I like to be able to defend people one-on-one. I like to play wing back. Give me the wing. You tell me I'm playing wing back this weekend. Woo! Lovely.
As a matter of fact, before Nuno Mendes signed his new contract, I was saying sign him.
No, I know. But he also had some injury problems over the last few years. He's had some injury problems over the last few years. He's only, but like this is his first year being like fully healthy since him his move from Sporting.
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
So, I mean, once again, it's preference in the end. But I don't like
quality.
If you told me Nuno Mendes is the best fullback in the world, and I'm telling you it's Cucurella, I'm not going to argue.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Nuno Mendes is the best in the world right now. But I'm saying is if I could.
I've said all year that Cucurella is the most impressive playing fullback in all of Europe throughout the entire year, from Euros to now. He's been the best.
I can't really argue with that too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most people can't.
Yeah.
The only people bring up DeMarco and Nuno Mendes. Those are the two guys that they always bring up. And I'll give you. And you know what I tell them? Fairs, bro. These are two fantastic players, and you have your arguments for them. But I have my argument for Cucurella. Just don't tell me Theo Hernandez. Okay, don't tell me that. I'll give you every reason why. This year, Cucurella has already passed him in GA for his best. That Nuno Mendes' best year he's ever had. Cucurella has passed him this year.
Not bad. But I don't know. Well, this is my thing as well. Is we've also got to look at. For me, I've got to look at Mendes is doing this in the Champions League as well. We ain't seen Cucurella do that yet. There's still a lot of there's a lot of room.
Once again, everyone, you got. I could give you other reasons why DeMarco and Nuno Mendes gets to play in the French league every week, gets a break for 60% of the games to go be able to play in the Champions League. Where Cucurella, if he was playing in the Champions League, he would have to play both.
Yeah, I guess, but I do want to proud.
But here's the thing: I don't hate Nuno Mendes. I don't hate any of these players. Like I don't think any of these players are that much better than either of them. It's just a lot of form talk, most of it. And it's what you prefer in your fullback. Realistically, that's what we're really talking about here.
Yeah. I've got 5 minutes because I've got to head out somewhere with the missus real quick. So I've got 5 minutes to go.
No, we could close it out here, bro. We were just talking, chopping it up. So I mean, I don't really have much more to say, anyways. I was just talking, but I appreciate everybody coming in and supporting us. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. And subscribing. I don't say it enough. Like I probably should say it like most YouTubers. And tell you guys to hit the like button and all that shit. But I don't really need this stuff. Like, this is just fun for me, and I enjoy doing this. And I'm going to just do it because I enjoy it, not because of any type of monetary gain that I get from it. So I appreciate you guys doing it. Just make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribing. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. We'll see you guys on Sunday for the game.
Winstanley and Stewart out.
Every single time.